Very good evening, Ravi here. This is Market Pulse. I used to do this program earlier, but then because of various reasons, I have discontinued. But then I want to do this regularly going forward. So that's the main intention. I will definitely be on the video in the next couple of days, but as of now, I just wanted to start with some good content and then see how it is going to be helpful to the others. So that's the main intention. Let's get on to what happened today. I did trade today. Predominantly I traded on Nifty. And then Nifty, as you can see, morning, there was one very good red candle. After that, there is an up move. I think it's until here, I thought it's going to be W move and then probably Nifty would expire somewhere here. But then at about 2:15 or so, there was definitely some bit of a selling, and then eventually there was a huge volume that was actually sold after 3 o'clock, I think. I'm guessing the selling must have been either by the FIAs or the DAs, because there is a massive selling. If you really look at, let's go to any of the individual stocks. You can see here. So let's get down to 5 minutes, and then you can see good amount of volume here. So I would think this is basically could be the expiry manipulation. I know some people do not like the word called manipulation, but that's what it is. Actually, if you see clearly, Reliance, what happened today, there were definitely there was a spike here. This is, I believe, is a made up spike, and then you got to see some good volumes. Eventually, the spike, whatever we got here, it was eventually sold off, and then until in fact it came back to the original price, and also there was some bit of a, I think it's very difficult to say whether it is a good amount of buying or selling, but that's what which actually happened here. All right, so this is about Sensex. Anyway, Sensex expiry is done, but let's focus on not Sensex. Nifty expiry was done, so let's focus on Sensex. So Sensex also obviously followed what the Nifty has done. But if I put back my one indicator, so we got a sell signal for Sensex on Friday, 21st November. It's about 9:30. After that, it's pretty much on the downside. But I'm guessing tomorrow there's going to be some kind of an up move. If not, again, my prediction is tomorrow, ideally, the candle would ideally close in the green candle. So I'm referring to either Sensex or Nifty. So the reason is we already got 3 back-to-back red candles. So ideally tomorrow, at least, if not, I'm not sure if it's going to really go on and cross this candle, but then at least I'm expecting, even if it is engulfing, it could be somewhere here, but then I would expect tomorrow is going to be more of a green candle. So I mean, obviously that's a prediction, so predictions may or may not be right, but that's what I would think. As I said, I traded today, and predominantly I traded Nifty, but then the Nifty, as you can see, there were quite a bit of up moves and the down moves, right? So I think I have probably exited somewhere here. So because there was an up move, but then see, once it goes here, it's very difficult to know whether it's going to go up from here or go down here, which eventually happened here. But then what I did was here I sold Sensex, but not the immediate expiry, but December 4th expiry, which is 86,000 CE, and then I think 83,000 PE. I think 86,000 CE, it gave good money, but I did not want to really make this as a positional, so I have exited about 320 or so. I think overall it's a good day from the trading perspective. I know a lot of people are asking me about some of the apps that I have developed, and so this is one of them. In fact, I just ran the code, and this, whatever the data that you see um, is for tomorrow. So it's basically, we have a couple of stocks which are on the narrow CPR. Again, narrow CPR is not like it's 100% would happen, but then there is a high probability that some of the stocks perhaps will get on to some bit of a directional move. So that's the main assumption of the narrow CPR. So we have Adani Ports, Eicher Motors, Hindustan Lever, NTPC, Reliance, Sun Pharma, Tata Consumer, Tata Steel, Tech Mahindra, and then the Ultra Cement. So I actually picked up only some of the prominent stocks that we generally trade. The reason is, even if we pick up unknown stocks, though they are part of FNO, what would happen? They may not have the liquidity, so there is no meaning in going in and doing anything for the stocks. So right now, this is the list, and then you also got to see what is inside, what is descending, etc. And also, interestingly, all the stocks that I mentioned here are got the virgin CPR. Again, this is not a buy or sell recommendation because this can go either side, right? It's probably a momentum. So this is a weekly CPR. Weekly CPR, we have Dr. Reddy's and HDFC. HDFC, anyway, the expiry is over today, but then we still got the Sensex expiry. We need to see how HDFC is going to perform until Thursday. That's very important. HDFC Life and Hindustan Lever, IndusInd Bank, ITC, L&T. Interesting, Nifty 50 and Sensex, they're also narrow CPR, mainly from the weekly perspective, and also Ultra Tech Cement as well. So these are all the stocks that are narrow CPR. So live alerts, in fact, I stopped the code. So now we can't do much because market anyway got closed. But these are all the signals that I got. I did not really trade any individual stocks today because I just did not get time. But otherwise, I think 2 days back I did trade 1 or 2 stocks. So that definitely helped me. Now let's go to OI. So the chart, in fact, I made a code change just before this. Chart doesn't look good, but then let's look at the AI insight. So what it does is, this is very simple AI, which is actually connected to DeepSeek. It does, I do have the data for instance, let's say, let's take TCS, for instance. Yeah, so TCS, I mean, this really doesn't make sense right now because expiry is done, but still it'll give a good amount of narration on what really happened with the TCS. I think it's still showing Nifty, I believe. So let's look at TCS. So all right, so it still did not come. Just wait for it. In fact, this is, I'm running in the Streamlit. Streamlit, the challenge is it actually, what do you say, it runs quite a bit, and then okay, this is where it is. So this is what the narration it gives, and then generally, I mean, we will not have a lot of time to read in the live market, but at least it'll give a good sense of what is happening in the market. Now let's pick up, I know this is the chart that it looked like, but let's pick up, for instance, Sensex. This chart I need to fix right now. Anyway, I'm using for my personal use right now, but let's see what the narration is going to give. All right, so the key resistance is definitely at 85,000 and then 86,000. These are all the 2 places where we have the highest resistance, and good support is there at 84,000. So somewhere here. So this chart, as I said, it's not done well. I have to make the code change to make it good probably tomorrow. And then if you look at here, December 5th, this is what which I traded today. The support actually ranges to 85,000, and then there is also support at 84,000. And there is absolutely low activity on the December 11th. It actually looks at next 3-4 expiries and then see if there are any good insights. So one good insight I got earlier was from Nifty December 9th. It actually said that there is no decision making. So that's where I took a straddle at about 26,000. I think, again, this is not a I just want to be cautious. This is not a buy or sell recommendation. I do not take this as the recommendation. So I just did the trade mainly because this said that there is not much of movement on December 9th. I think that's all. So for this week, I would think, let me go back to Nifty again. So obviously there is one little channel that is formed here, which is in the 15 minutes. And I have used just one indicator here, which is 15 minutes, the adaptive super trend, which I think I shared with most of you. As I said earlier, this gave a sell signal on 21st November at about 9:30 p.m. And I think the signal still continues. But if I perhaps get on to 1 hour, 1 hour is also, I believe, the sell signal came on Monday, which was yesterday at about 2:15. After that, there is no look back. As of now, this channel, I think, is working. If the channel breaks either up or down, we can see either up movement or the down movement. Perhaps we are more interested on the Sensex. So right now, Sensex Again, in the 1 hour chart, it looks so bearish, but then on the super trend, I do have a upper limit at about 85,278. If at all I have to take a strangle tomorrow, I'll probably play somewhere here, and also I'm not expecting much of a bottom from here. Probably one more bottom here. There is some gap down that can be full, but I think this probably would act like a resistance. So right now I would think it's 84,000 and then 85,000. Perhaps about 3,000 or so. Those are all the levels that I would track for this expiry. As I said, I wanted to do this video regularly, and then obviously because I'm doing live, I will come on video very soon. But otherwise, I want to make it also less than 10 minutes, so that even if you miss this live, you can also always watch before the market hours tomorrow. All right, so the plan is to do this between 8 to 10 p.m. whenever I get time, and maybe I'll also fix some time so that you will get into that rhythm down the line. All right, so if you have any feedback, feel free to share, and otherwise have a great remaining day, and see you all. Bye-bye.